There are 4 essential nutrients that the carnivore diet will not provide you: vitamin D, vitamin C, folate, and magnesium. With regard to vitamin D, this is going to be the sunshine vitamin. So what you can do is go outside, go out in the sun, and your body will naturally synthesize vitamin D. However, if you live in a very Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another Carnivore Q&A. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today's question comes from the Carnivore Diet for Beginners group on Facebook. Remember, had recently asked, are there any vitamins that carnivore does not provide? Well, this is an excellent question, and yes, there are. There are 4 essential nutrients that the carnivore diet will not provide you: vitamin D, vitamin C, folate, and magnesium. With regard to vitamin D, this is going to be the sunshine vitamin. So what you can do is go outside, go out in the sun, and your body will naturally synthesize vitamin D. However, if you live in a very, very cold climate, or if you live very, very far north, or somewhere where just you don't get a lot of sun, then you're not always going to be able to get it naturally from the sun. So you may want to consider supplementation. And if you are going to supplement, you want to check your blood levels first. Ideally, you should fall between 80 to 120 nanograms per milliliter. If you are below 80, you may want to consider supplementation. And if you are below 50, you may want to consider doing something like a megadose, which is something that I've done in the past with terrific results. And then with regard to vitamin C, on a carnivore diet, your vitamin C requirements aren't going to be quite as high because in the absence of carbohydrates, you don't need quite as much. And another thing with regard to vitamin C is if you do plan on eating things like organ meats, specifically things like spleen, you can get enough vitamin C from the spleen that you are going to be consuming. If you don't like those types of foods, you could always supplement. However, me personally, I haven't been supplementing with vitamin C for quite a few years, and I haven't had any issues with regard to vitamin C. And then with regard to folate, if you consume liver, you'll be able to get all of the folate that you need from the liver, so you won't need to supplement anything at all. And if you only plan on consuming muscle meat, then you may want to consider supplementing with that. However, with regard to magnesium, there's no real foods on a carnivore diet that you can consume that will allow you to get an adequate amount of magnesium. So me personally, what I do is I incorporate an electrolyte solution. The electrolyte drink that I have is the Concentrates Mineral Drops from Manal, and in that, I'll put 5 milliliters in 4 liters of water. I'll include a link right up over here to my water recipe video, but whenever I do that, I get all of the magnesium that I need, and my levels are in the optimal range. With regard to blood work, if you do want to supplement with magnesium, I would recommend that you go get your blood work done, and ideally, you should fall between 1.8 to 2.6 milliequivalents per liter. If you fall below that, you may want to consider supplementation, and depending on how far below that level you are, it's going to dictate the dosage that you take. If you are very, very low, then you're going to want to take a little bit more. If you're not quite that deficient, you won't need to take quite as much. In terms of an actual amount that you should be taking for this one, there's no specific amount that I could recommend. Rather, you want to go based off of symptomology. If you start taking too much magnesium, you may notice things like nausea or loose stool. So if you do notice that you're developing loose stool, it could mean that you need to back off on your magnesium dosage. But that's it in terms of the vitamins and minerals that are lacking in the carnivore diet. If you have any questions at all with regard to anything that I've discussed today, go ahead and ask your questions down in the comment section so I can help you guys out. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.